An interesting example. This was shared with me by Mr. Jagannathan from Tata Steel. He was the chief value engineer in Tata Steel. Of course, he's retired now. He retired as the executive vice president of business excellence for TCS. He was at Tata Steel and he was the chief value engineer. One particular evening, he was playing squash at the Beldi Squash Club in Jamshedpur, and while he was coming back, it was dark and he fell down and he injured himself. So he had his two kids, he dropped them home and reached the hospital. It was discovered that he had a fracture. He came home, he's lying down on his bed and he gets a call from the secretary of the managing director, Dr. Jamshed Irani, that boss wants to meet you, please come to his office immediately. So he said, this is the problem, I have just got a plaster done, I am having a fracture. So she said, okay, give me a minute, I'll get back to you. She put the phone down. A minute later again she called up. She said, boss is coming home to meet you. So he said, okay. Managing director of the company is coming to the house of the chief value engineer. 2 minutes later, another call. Boss's boss also is coming. Mrs. Irani is also coming home. So he said, okay, will they have lunch with us? So the secretary said, no, only their favorite South Indian coffee. So Dr. Jamshed Irani, his wife Mrs. Daisy Irani come to Jagannathan's house. His wife was also a lifer at the Tatas. So they were given their favorite South Indian coffee. Jagannathan asked Dr. Irani, sir, what was the reason you wanted to meet me? I'm sorry I couldn't come. He said, yes, Jaggu, as he was called, his name was Jagannathan, is a little too long. So he said, Jaggu, actually I was thinking of promoting you. I'm starting this new division on total quality and re-engineering. Will you accept to be the head of this particular division? If it's fine with you, then I will promote you to that role. Jagannathan was talking to me, this was on a call from San Francisco when I did an interview with him. He said he could have immediately released an office order saying Jagannathan is promoted for this. But the managing director comes to the house of a plastered employee to ask him if it is fair to promote you to a new role, because he thought it was as much important for that employee also to resonate with the roles and responsibilities of this new designation rather than imposing something on him which he was not very excited to work on. So there are ways in which you can even promote people. How do you manage employees' divergent priorities? This happens very time in this world of activism, right? We want to do something which is not in resonance with the company. What do we do? That happened in the 1970s. The government was thinking of constructing a bridge connecting the Panvel Island with the mainland of Mumbai. And there was this group, the Bombay Environmental Action Group, which was against it because they thought that the environment will be affected. And the leader of that group was this gentleman called Sunil Chainani, a brilliant engineer from MIT. Incidentally, he was working in the Tata Group. So JRD Tata came to know that Sunil is opposing this thing. It is surprising. I want to meet him. So when the group chairman calls you and you are opposing the interests of the group and the chairman in this particular way, you know what's going to happen, right? He thought that the group chairman was nice enough to call him and talk to him. Usually you are told that you are not a good fit for the organization and for indulging in anti-organizational activities, right? We read that in the newspapers often. So he wrote his resignation letter and he said, I will present it to the chairman. He went there and Mr. JRD Tata sat down and he said, why are you opposing this particular connectivity project? It will be a great boon by mainland because transportation will be much easier and there will be lesser concentration of the population in the mainland. We can, a lot of other things. So he heard all of that and then he said, sir, I have different views, but I do not want to impose my views on you. So I have brought my resignation letter. Can you please accept it? So JRD Tata went and accepted the resignation letter. He read through it. He tore the resignation letter, threw it in the dustbin, then went on the other side, put his arm around Sunil and said, Sunil, people like you should be in the Tata Group. I respect diversity of opinions. I called you to have a conversation with you, not to seek your resignation. Sunil Chainani passed away in 2011. When he passed away, there was an obituary in The Guardian which said, and I just quote here, Chainani worked briefly for the multinational group Tata and astonishingly Much of his work thereafter was financed by the Tata companies even when he was acting against its immediate interests. So you see how diversity can be respected and has been respected, and here is a shining example.